Hello and welcome to Match Point on DD India. On the show today, a major selection call ahead of the 2026 T20 World Cup. India leave out Vice Captain Shubman Gill. Ishan Kishan earns a recall after a stellar Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. Axar Patel steps in as Vice Captain while Rinku Singh returns to the T20 setup. We analyze India's T20 World Cup squad and thinking behind the big call. We also bring you domestic cricket's biggest story. Jharkhand clinched Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, defeating Haryana in the final, and in an exclusive interview with captain of Jaipur polo team, Sawai Padmanabh Singh, he joins us, the Match Point, to speak on the legacy, leadership and the future of the Indian polo. All this and much more on Match Point right here on DD India. So let's get started. The Board of Control for Cricket in India on Saturday named India's squad for the T20 World Cup 2026 and the New Zealand T20 series. Shubman Gill, who was India's vice captain in the T20 setup, has been dropped from the team. All-rounder Axar Patel has been named as the new vice captain. Chairman of selectors Ajit Agarkar acknowledged that Gill's omission was due to his lack of runs. More on the spot.
Team will be for both the New Zealand series as well as for the ICC T20 World Cup to be held in India are as follows. Captain Suryakumar Yadav.
India have made a bold call ahead of the 2026 T20 World Cup. Vice captain Shubman Gill has been left out as BCCI named India's T20 World Cup squad to be held in India and Sri Lanka in February. Ishan Kishan made his comeback in the India's 50-man squad. Kishan was the standout performer in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy that Jharkhand won by beating Haryana in the final. Kishan scored 517 runs at a strike rate close to 197. The move allows India to bring back Rinku Singh. Rinku was missing from recent T20I squads. His finishing ability adds depth to the middle order. However, the late shift in strategy has a casualty. Jitesh Sharma misses out. He was India's first choice wicketkeeper in recent series against South Africa. With Gill out, there is a leadership change. Axar Patel has been named the new vice captain.
Shubman was the vice captain. He's not in the team, so there'll have to be somebody else as vice captain. And Axar, before that, when Shubman was actually not playing the T20s and playing Test cricket, when a lot of the T20s used to clash, Axar was the vice captain. So that's about the vice captain. About continuity, I mean, you're looking at combinations at the moment. If your keeper is going to bat at the top, our thought was to have another keeper just in case there's a problem. There's, at the moment Jitesh was there, again hasn't done too much wrong. I mean, Shubman, we know what a quality player he is. Perhaps short of a little bit of runs at the moment. Unfortunate to missed out in the last World Cup as well because we went with different combinations.
The rest of the squad follows expected lines. Suryakumar Yadav, captain. Axar Patel, vice captain. Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dube, Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh, Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav, Harshit Rana, Washington Sundar, and Rinku Singh. Before the World Cup defense begins, India will face New Zealand in 3 ODIs and 5 T20Is. The T20 series runs from January 21 to January 31. The ODI series will be played from January 11 to January 18. The ODI squad will be announced later. The T20 World Cup 2026 begins from February 7. Sports Desk, DD India.
India's T20 squad selection has few surprises, surprise inclusions, notable omissions, and a clear indication of the team management's roadmap ahead. And to break down the thinking behind the squad and what it means for the India's T20 future, we are joined by Virat Singh, hailing from Jharkhand, a state known for producing fearless talent. Virat Singh has been standout performer India's domestic circuit, especially in the recently concluded Syed Mushtaq Trophy. He was a vital cog in the Jharkhand setup, scoring 382 runs for the team. We are also joined by DD India correspondent Abhishek, who will take us through the final details and the key talking points of this selection that took place today. First coming to you, Virat. Virat, congratulations. your captain from the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, Ishan Kishan, has got in the team for the T20 World Cup 2026. So you won this time around the maiden Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, and you are also there as an opener with him. So how you look at this, the inclusion of the Ishan Kishan, and how you define Ishan Kishan as a player? You have played a lot of domestic cricket with him.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the show. I mean, I got to know about his selection in the evening itself, and I mean, it's an open secret. Everybody knew that he's going to get selected because the way he was playing in the previous tournament, it was brilliant. I mean, the knock in the finals, everybody would have seen that as well. I think all the selectors were there, and the cherry on the cake was that we won the trophy as well. So I think he had to be selected, and we are really happy here in Jharkhand that he has been selected.
Definitely, we can say that the selectors totally noticed his performance during the SMT, the SMAT trophy, for 517 runs, and the strike rate was 197. So a massive, massive performance by Ishan. Coming to Abhishek, if you take a look, this selection, the Shubman Gill has been dropped, and Jitesh also dropped, and they brought Ishan Kishan. So overall, in your opinion, what was the brain behind that? What was the strategy to drop the vice captain Shubman Gill and to bring a performer who performed at the domestic level? What do you think?
I think it's a bold call for the Indian team management to drop Shubman Gill and to, he was the vice captain of the Indian team, and to accommodate Sanju Samson at the top of the order. I mean, Shubman Gill, Ajit Agarkar spoke in the press conference also that he was the main reason behind dropping Shubman Gill was because he was out of form, he has a lack of runs, and also because of the combination that the Indian team has. Suryakumar Yadav spoke that they wanted another keeper at the top of the order. I mean, India, the main reason of India not winning consistently is because they are not getting a fiery opening partnership, and that is why they wanted to, have Shubman Gill. They wanted to have a top order like Samson. Samson, has been brilliant in the form, but he was not getting any opportunity, when Shubman Gill made his return to the T20 setup. Sanju Samson has made, in 2024, 2025, he has struck many hundreds against, South Africa. He has 200s previous year. So they wanted to have Sanju Samson, the way Sanju Samson batted in the IPL, he can smack the ball out of the town. So that was one of the bold call to drop Shubman Gill, and also the return of Ishan Kishan. I think it's one of the big move. The way Ishan played in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, smashing 517 runs and a strike rate close to 200. I think that is a template that the Indian team management wanted to have and wanted to go with the World Cup with the mindset, because they will be coming against England, they will be coming against Australia, who has have any pinch hitter, and the top they bat very deeply.
Definitely a finely poised team which is looking like that. A bold and a tough call by the selectors. Virat, coming to you. As we are everywhere in the media, we were saying that the selectors may go with Shubman Gill because he was the vice captain of the team also. So it was looking quite difficult to drop him. So what's your opinion when the selectors are noticing the players who are performing at the domestic level and they are just being selected on the basis of their domestic performance? So what's your opinion on this?
I mean, it's good for the domestic players. It's kind of a motivation for all of us that if you're going to perform in domestic level, you are going to get selected at international level. I mean, this is what has been happening over the last 6 months, 10 months, since the time Gautam Gambhir has come in, I think. And I think. And talking about Ishan, I don't think he's just a domestic player. He has been in the IPL for years. He has played for India. He's got a double 100 for India as well. So I think for him it was just do well in the IPL or at the domestic level, and everybody knew that after that, if he's going to do that, he's going to get selected and he's going to be back in the international side.
Virat, if we take a look the journey of the Jharkhand team in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, we can say that a glorious tournament for them. Throughout the tournament, they defeated the top-notch teams. So tell something about the journey of the Jharkhand team in this tournament, winning the maiden SMAT Trophy, and what really you people work differently this time around.
I mean, there's nothing different, to be honest. I'll be very frank. I mean, I've been playing cricket at first class level for the past 10, 11 years, and this is the first time I have won any trophy. And I would just say that last few years we have been playing good white ball cricket. It's just that we weren't able to finish the games off. We weren't able to close the game off. But this time around, I mean, the whole team was performing. So whenever anybody was getting an opportunity to finish the game off, they were doing it, and that's what made the difference eventually, and that's how we won the trophy. I mean, it has taken a lot of hard work. It has taken a lot of perseverance to get the trophy, and I think everybody here in Jharkhand and the whole of the Jharkhand is going to cherish this for years. And nothing to take away from the management as well. I would like to take management's name as well, with Saurabh Tiwari and Shahbaz Nadeem coming in as the secretary and the joint secretary. They have been doing a brilliant job as well behind the scenes, and obviously special mention to Ishan. I mean, not only he was brilliant with the bat, but he was brilliant with his leadership skills as well.
Definitely, it's going to be a big boost for the Indian team. Informed batter is in the team, so definitely it will help the team. Abhishek, if we talk about the captain's form, Suryakumar Yadav, we know that we are just few games away from the World Cup. We will play 5 matches against the New Zealand. After that, the team will play the T20 World Cup. So, talking about the form of the captain, we know that since the last October, he has scored around 250 runs for the India in around 22 matches. So, do you think that it's a time to wake up for the captain Suryakumar Yadav and to lead by example, because it is very crucial for the team also? Virat, if you take a look, the way the things happened, especially in this squad, do you think this squad has enough firepower to defend this World Cup trophy?
I mean, I'm really sorry. I haven't seen the whole squad. I just know about Ishan's selection as of now. I've been traveling a lot, so I can't really comment. But whatever changes they have done, I think it would have been great. I mean, all the Indian batters, talking about the batters, they have been in great form. Apart from Surya, obviously, but he's the captain of the team. We still have got over a month now for the World Cup. I really hope that he gets back into the form and he'll do wonders for the Indian team. And obviously we have got great bowling attack as well, with Bumrah leading the bowling attack. He has been brilliant over the years. Everybody knows that. And now that we have got Axar Patel as the vice captain, I think he's a very wise man as well. I think I've played some cricket, like domestic level cricket alongside him as well, and I think he's great as well. So all in all, I would say it's a good team, and we are going to do wonders in the World Cup.
Definitely, Team India can do wonders in the World Cup, because the kind of selection, it's quite bold, quite futuristic, quite tough, but definitely a strong looking squad for the T20 World Cup. So thanks Virat, thanks Abhishek for joining us and giving a perspective of this squad that is selected for the T20 World Cup 2026. So moving to the next story, the IPL 2026 auction redefined the market values as KKR shattered records for the Cameron Green, while CSK pivoted to a bold youth-first strategy. With over 200 crores spent, the shift towards the versatile all-rounders and uncapped Indian gems signaled a massive tactical evolution in the franchisee building. Here is a look at the top 10 biggest buy of this IPL 2025. Cameron Green, the Australian powerhouse, becomes the league's most expensive asset for KKR. Mathisa Pathirana, a massive tactical move by KKR to secure the world's premier death bowler. And Prashant Veer, the uncapped player, domestic spin sensation, enters the big league with a historic deal with CSK. Karthik Sharma, Chennai bets big on his teenage prodigy to lead their future batting core. Liam Livingstone, SRH secures the elite English firepower to dominate the middle overs with spin hitting. Mustafizur Rahman KKR adds veteran left-arm craft to their high-voltage bowling arsenal. Josh Inglis, a clinical Australian finisher who brings versatility and gloves to the LSG, and Aqib Nabidar, the pacer from the J&K, sees his stock skyrocketed, a bold DC acquisition. And Ravi Bishnoi, the Rajasthan Royals, secures the premier Indian leg spinner to anchor their wicket-taking plans, and Venkatesh Iyer, RCB, snatches the versatile Indian lefty to provide the crucial middle-order balance. Now, talking about the international stars who sparked a massive bidding frenzy as the franchisees looked for the proven match winner. KKR led the charge, securing the Cameron Green for a record fee, bolstering their pace with Pathirana from Liam Stone to the raw power of the Josh Inglis versatility. These high-value overseas signings are set to redefine the 2026 season. So, top overseas purchases are Cameron Green, a record-breaking investment in the world of world-class Australian all-rounder dominance. Mathisa Pathirana, the baby Malinga, moves to KKR as a high-value pace sensation, and Liam Livingstone, England pacer, big hitter, tasked with the providing a Sunrisers Hyderabad finishing kick, and Mustafizur Rahman, a strategic return to the top tier for the Bangladesh cutter specialist, and Josh Inglis, the Australia's white ball star, bringing 360-degree batting to the LSG lineup. And the 2026 auction was a gold mine for the domestic talent, with CSK spending big on future stars. These uncapped gems secured life-changing deals, proving that the raw Indian talent is now the league's most valuable currency. The top three uncapped players so far this season: Prashant Veer shattered the uncapped records as the crown jewel of the CSK's new spin department. Karthik Sharma, massive vote of confidence for the explosive youngster, batting potential. Aqib Nabidar, the fiery pace all-rounder, completes a dream move to the Delhi Capitals. And the Mangesh Yadav, RCB, secures a raw and high-paced talent to boost their domestic bowling depth. And Tejasvi Singh, a smart and a tactical buy for the KKR to strengthen their local batting reserve. And reputations wasn't even enough this year, as the several big names faced a cold reality check and a tight budget, shifting the tactics to left these season stars without a bid, proving that the current form outweighs the past glory. So the top unsold players: Jake Fraser McGurk, high-profile snub following a dip in his trademark explosive strike rate; Devon Conway, and then Mathisa Thiksana and Giral Korze and Deepak Hooda. They were the unsold players of this season of the IPL. So we can say that fantastic season for the few players, and finally few players they were not sold this season around. Now moving to the next story, the Jaipur polo team has delivered an exceptional run so far, securing 6 trophies this season, demonstrating remarkable consistency across both Jaipur and the Jodhpur circuit. Captain and the patron of the Jaipur polo team, Sawai Padmanabh Singh and Lance Watson, have been at the forefront. This momentum emerging as the two of the highest scoring players of the season. Padmanabh Singh has scored 90+ goals, while Lance Watson has crossed 100+ goals, together shaping the team's attacking dominance. Polo in India carries a legacy of royalty, skill, tradition, and at the forefront of this modern revival, Sawai Padmanabh Singh, a passionate sportsman. He is both the captain and the patron of the Jaipur polo team, leading from the front while carrying forward the proud legacy. And today we are joined by the Sawai Padmanabh Singh on DD India. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Under your leadership, Jaipur polo continues to blend tradition with a contemporary vision, taking Indian polo to new heights. Jaipur polo team has already a remarkable season with multiple titles. How do you view this season, and what changes have you seen in the Indian polo over the years?
Yes, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me on your show. It's a real pleasure, not only to talk about the beautiful sport that we love, but also to talk about the legacy that we are so proud to represent over here in Jaipur. So as you know, Jaipur is considered to be the global home of polo. Polo is a sport that our country has given to the world. It was the Britishers that found it in India, played in the eastern parts of India and Manipur, and it was really the gift that India has given to the world. And within India, Jaipur is supposed to be, or known to be, the home, so to speak, for the sport. Over the years, we've seen the Indian team be the most important and successful team globally. You think about the 30s, 40s, 50s, up to the 60s, we were the most decorated team in the world. And so today, one is actually seeing a huge resurgence of the sport in the country, with many new young players taking to the sport. Polo in Jaipur as a center is developing quite a lot. And we do hope that through programs such as yours, we are further able to promote our beautiful sport.
You're right, a huge resurgence in the Indian polo. But as both captain and the patron, how challenging is it to balance on-field leadership and with the responsibility of carrying forward the Jaipur's polo legacy ahead, because you are dominating this season around?
Yes, well, I mean, polo is a very difficult sport to play. It's an even more difficult sport to organize when it comes to the logistics. You have each player that has to have between 4 and 12 horses. You have 4 players that make a team. So you're looking at, in addition of 30, 40 horses. So it's very much to do with getting organized behind the scenes. And then obviously, in addition to getting the horses in order, you need to get the players in order and players in top shape, not only to be able to ride those horses, but also to be able to play the game while running up and down at nearly 30 miles an hour, in some cases, trying to hit a ball which is about that big. So it is a very difficult sport. And yes, we've been very, very fortunate with the Jaipur Polo team. We restarted this team. It's nearly a 100-year-old team, which was started by late Savai Man Singh, who was at that time in the 30s the world's best player and also won the Polo World Cup for India, and my own grandfather. And so we've revived his team 2 years ago, and in the last 2 years, we've very, very happy to say that we've been one of the most successful teams over here. We've won most of the tournaments across the Indian circuit. We've taken this team to play in the UK as well, revived the India Polo Day in the UK, with the Jaipur Polo Trophy being right at the heart of it. And the idea is that in the times to come, we can really take the Jaipur Polo, but also the Indian Polo name to different corners of both the country, but also of the world.
Right, it's very important to spread the game all over the world. Sir, if you talk about the Indian polo is slowly gaining international attention, as you mentioned that you went to UK. What more needs to be done to give Indian players and tournaments a global recognition? Because as you mentioned, it's very difficult. You needed horses, very expensive sports. So tell something about that.
Well, you've brought up a very important question. We ask ourselves this same question almost daily. And I do believe that a couple of things that at least I've been able to identify that I feel have greatly, positively impacted other sports are one, streaming, and two, the possibility of conducting a league. We've all seen how leagues have transformed the fortunes of various sports across not only our country, but across the world. So I think a concept around a polo league, I think, will not only be incredible for the sport, but I think also in terms of entertainment would be an incredible offering to the public of our country. So that's one. And I think if we are able to pair that up nicely with streaming, I think it's great that we have this platform with your channel to be able to talk about this sport. But I think for anybody who hasn't seen this sport, without a bias that I have, because I love this sport, it's something that it's one of the most unique things that anybody could see. 8 horses at 30 miles an hour, running up and down at those speeds, at that aggression on these beautiful animals. It's a beautiful game to watch. So I have full confidence in the sport. I just think we need to find a way to put it in front of the hundreds of crores of people that are into sport in our country. And I think that it will catch like wildfire.
Definitely, as you mentioned, it's very important to bring it in front of the people. So tell something about the upcoming events that you people are looking, and where do you see the Indian polo in the next 5 years?
Well, so we've recently taken part in an international tournament series with Argentina. They are the world champions, the best team in the world, and we competed against them in Delhi, where fortunately we had 2 wins out of 2 matches. So that was a very positive sign for Indian polo. We have the Polo World Cup coming up next year, which will be, again, a very, very important fixture for us. We were in the final a few years ago in Australia. And I hope that, like in 1957, which was the last time India won the Polo World Cup, we're able to bring back glory for our country, which, like I mentioned, is the home of polo. It was where polo originated. In fact, I also want to share that the Polo World Cup trophy was a trophy that was made in Jaipur, given to the world of polo by my own grandfather. And even today, if you look at the Polo World Cup trophy, it says that it's the Jaipur Polo World Cup. So Jaipur has a very, very important role to play in global polo, and I hope that we're able to bring back this wonderful trophy made in Jaipur back to its home.
So definitely the kind of work you people are doing, we are hoping that soon India will show more dominance in the world of polo, and will also bring back the Polo World Cup to India the way you people are playing, though you people are dominating. Thanks, sir, for joining us and giving a wonderful perspective on the Indian polo and how it is growing and what are your plans for the polo, Indian polo. Thanks a lot. Meanwhile, Paris Saint-Germain ended a monumental year on a high as they defeated Flamengo 2-1 in a penalty shootout to win the FIFA Intercontinental Cup in Doha this week. PSG had taken the lead in the first half, but Flamengo bounced back and leveled the score with a penalty shortly. After a hard-fought 1-1 draw in the regulation time, PSG keeper Matev Stefanov saved 4 penalties in the shootout to lead its team to the victory. In the calendar year, PSG have won League One, French Cup, Trophy Champion, and the Champions League, European Super Cup, and now the maiden Intercontinental Cup. And that's all we have for you on the match point this week, where passion truly meets the performance. And keep your sporting spirit alive and join us next week for more action, insights, and inspiration from the world of sport. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.